Hey trendsetters, it's your girl Shantae. This video is for my startup or beginner entrepreneurs. A lot of times when you are just starting out with your product or whatever that you're doing, you would do 10 vending events in 2 weeks if you can to try and pay the bills. And sometimes I've seen people, they have brought 500 t-shirts, they have gotten 500 books, and out of those 500 products, they have only sold 10 or they've only sold 5. And they're like, what is going on? I don't understand why nobody's buying this. Your t-shirt is really cute. Your book looks like a really nice book. Why is nobody buying this? And people have forgotten they don't know how to sell or talk about their product. When somebody comes up to you, asks you questions, you don't know how to answer their questions. You're speechless. You just expect people to come up to the table and just give you money and walk away. They're going to want you to engage with them. Soon as people walk past your table, if people even look like they're about to walk near your table, you need to immediately open your mouth and start selling your book, start selling your product. Every person that comes within a couple of centimeters, a couple of inches from your table, you need to stop them in their tracks and make sure that you sell your product or sell your services to them. Make your presence known in that place, because you're going to have other competition. More than likely, you're not the only person in that place who is selling t-shirts. More than likely, you're not the only person in that place who's selling a book. You're just not. So you're going to have competition. You're going to need them to tell, you're going to need to tell them why they need to buy your product. One guy said he had no intention of stopping at my table, and I know he didn't. He was going to walk straight past my table until I stopped him, and then I sold my book to him right on the spot. He said, the only reason why I bought your product is because of the way that you sold it to me. He said, you were 17 years old and you knew how to sell a book to me better than people I've met in their 40s, and I like that. And he brought my book just because of the way I sold it to him. You're going to have to learn to engage with people. The biggest mistake I see vendors make is they just expect people to come to their table and just buy their products. And people come up, and then I see especially young adult vendors say, hey, what's up? And then they put their hands back in their phone and they're scrolling through social media, and then they get mad when nobody buys their stuff. You're supposed to talk to me. You want me to give you my money? You want me to be your customer, your client? You're going to have to talk to me. Say something about your book. Say hi. Tell them about your business. Something. You're going to have to engage with people. That's why people aren't making any money. And this seems like common sense, but y'all, I can't stress how often this happens. People stay on their phone the entire time vending, and I've seen people walk out there with the same amount of stuff they walked in because they don't engage. I don't care if nobody's coming to your table. You're supposed to bring attention to your table. You're supposed to tell people to come over here. Let me show you about my business. Let me show you about my services. You're supposed to bring the attention for people to come over to your table. If you don't, then you're just hoping and wishing that somebody happens to have the heart to come over and give you some money, and you will not be a millionaire. You will not make any money or do anything in your business if you're just relying on hopefully somebody finds interest and thinks my t-shirts are pretty. No, you're supposed to call them over here and say, let me put this lip gloss on you. Hi, I'm with blah, blah, blah cosmetics. Can I please let you put some makeup on you? Can I show you about our new product? Let me show you about my new book. You're supposed to get their attention, and vendors don't, especially young vendors, because they want their parents to do everything. They don't know nothing about their business. You got to know about your product. You got to know about what you're doing. That is the biggest mistake that vendors make. So please do not make that mistake. I personally don't vend anymore because when I speak, I sell my stuff in bulk. But when you are starting out as an entrepreneur, please make sure you know how to talk to people. Make sure you know how to sell your product. You better make me come over to your table, or you will not have any money, or your business will not get anywhere. It will be very, very hard in order for you to get your name around, because people will see your table everywhere they come to an event. Every time they do something in your town, every time they have some kind of big event, they see you there, but you're just known as the cosmetic girl who doesn't talk to nobody. So it's doing you no good. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to sell your business.